guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale haul. I picked up products from this sale in the beginning and then like school started and everything, and then I just like didn't even like think about it because I was not focused on that. But yeah, so these products I picked up towards the beginning of the sale. There were a few more products that I thought about purchasing towards the end, but I just never got around to it, so that's okay. Yeah, I think I got everything. I seriously, like, I have had these products for probably close to a month now that I can't even remember what I purchased then. So I believe I have everything. A lot of these products I did talk about in September favorites. So if you have not seen that video, check that out. I'll link that down below. But I thought I would share with you all of the products that I've purchased since then. And also I wanted to share with you a couple products that I've picked up from Target recently. And I got sent in PR. So without further ado, let's just dive right in and get started. So we'll start off with the Ulta products because that is what you guys are probably here for, and then I'll mention the couple products that I have picked up since that Ulta sale. So I wanted to reach, I think it was $50 for free shipping, so I spent $50 on this order, so that's why I added a few products in here. But the first product that I picked up, this wasn't part of the sale, but I just wanted to pick it up along with the order, was the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, the Bling Boss one. So this one was I was so, when she first came out with it, I was like, I am getting that purple palette because I love purples on my eyes, and I'm kind of wearing like a purpley goldish colors on my eyes today, but I was like, I need this palette, like it is so pretty. And then the reviews started coming out and there was a problem with the formula and everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, do I want to get this now? Because I'm going to be playing that game of like, is it going to be good, is it going to be bad? So I just bit the bullet and was like, I'm already making this order, I might as well just purchase it. So I did, and mine is good. I like it. I did think that the shade Mystic here, this darker shade, was a little bit tricky to blend, but I ended up making it work. I think I used it in a video a few videos ago. I can't remember which one it was. This is the only one that I found interesting because I already have her original palette. There was like a really warm tone one that I was like, no, I have so many shades of those. There was a yellowish tone one that I kind of liked, and a really dark one that I was like, I'm not going to wear all those dark shades, and I have those. So the yellow tone one, I don't know which one that was, but it was like yellows and greens. I thought that was pretty too. But I decided to just stick with this purple one because I love purples. I love wearing purples. So I think this is actually a really pretty palette. I haven't had the chance to play with Gem yet, which is just like this gorgeous purple shade. Oh, so pretty. Overall, I like this palette. Mine, I think, seems to be good. I haven't had a whole lot of problems with it. I would like to play around with it more because I still feel like I haven't had a chance to play around with it a whole lot with the shades, but I have played with quite a few, and I'm actually really glad I purchased this because I actually really do like Jaclyn. I don't really have a huge problem with her. I don't think her mission at all is to just make the money. I know that she wants to put out a good product, so I really like it. And it's 15 bucks too, which is a good deal. But I've been eyeing up those Makeup Revolution palettes. I don't even know what they're called, but the ones that are like $7 and there's like so many shades. I don't know why I haven't purchased those yet because, well, I have so many of those shades already, but like, holy crap, like those palettes look really nice. Next up, this is gonna be a long video now that I say that. Okay, so these Ulta Beauty shadows, oh wait, I should probably put my order. So these shadows are originally 8 bucks and they were on sale for 4, so I decided to pick one up because I wanted to test it out to see if they were good. Because I have a lot of shades, I actually do have a lot of shades that are like this. This one's a little more purpley, it's not as rose gold, which is good because I have a lot of rose gold. They are very powdery and pressed. Interesting, they're like creamy, but they also are very powdery. This is in the shade Beauty Junkie. I have worn this, like I feel like once. I haven't really tested it a lot. It's very pretty. I would not say like it's not super reflectant when you blend it out or anything. I mean, it's got like a pretty metallic shift, but it's nothing like to ride home about. So I don't know the wear test or anything, but I'm just saying like the swatch and the color. I would have to say that I like the L'Oreal Amber, like infallible ones, like an Amber Rush. I like that better. So I probably wouldn't spend $8 on these. It looks like you can depot it and like, this thing comes out. It's metallic. So you can like put it in a Z palette, which I kind of think would be cool to do. I don't think it's bad at all, but I just don't think it's like anything to write home about. I feel like there's so many other shadows at the drugstore that are just as good. I also picked up the Essence. This is the Metallic Shock, or the Metal Shock eyeshadow in the shade Solar Explosion. So this is a really pretty gold shade. I have this on my eyes, but I also piled other eyeshadow on top because I was playing around. I talked about this in my September favorites as well. but this is a really pretty gold shade. It's very metallic. I'm glad I picked it up. A lot of you guys recommended it, so that's why I purchased it. So I do listen to you guys. If you guys have other products you recommend, definitely let me know, because I should do a video of like a full face of my subscribers picked my makeup or what my subscribers recommended. But this is very pretty. I really like this. This was only $4.99, I believe. Yeah, and I think I just picked this up because I wanted to try it, and I was also trying to get to that $50 shipping mark. So there's a couple products that I did do that, and I also just wanted to pick up a couple from the actual Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. So yeah, I really like this, and I am glad that I picked this up. I've heard that they were good, and I always just would walk past them, but I'm glad that I picked it up because it's really pretty. Then I picked up some Wet n Wild products. So Wet n Wild had a buy one get one 50 sale. So yeah, so these are each $5, so then I paid $5 and $2.50. This is the Wet n Wild Ombre Blush in Matai Buy You a Drink. Matai Buy You a Drink. Okay, so this is very pretty. It's very light. So honestly, what I like to do is I'll go like this kind of, almost. And then it's very light, so then I'll apply like the more pinky side to like my cheeks, and then I'll try to get the lighter side more to the highlight. So I'll literally like put my brush at a certain angle the way I apply it, and I think it looks nice. It's very pretty. It's reflectant. I kind of have been into, I never was into the shimmery blushes, but now lately I have been kind of into the more satiny shimmery blushes because they just make your skin look a little bit more alive, and not the super shimmery ones, but like, and then sometimes you don't even need highlighter, so if you don't want like an intense look. So that's why I really like them. I did do that full face of all Wet n Wild products video, and then I didn't mention this, obviously, because I had picked this up after I filmed that video, because the video was filmed like a month ago. Picked that up because I wanted to get a blush because I didn't have one from them. And also their Wet n Wild Coloricon Bronzer. They say this is limited edition. This is in Queensland. This is a very orange warm tone bronzer. And it's, oh my gosh, it is so creamy. Like just, it used to have like a shape of a dragon on here, but I've like swatched it and played with it so much that it's kind of going away. But it's very creamy. It is very orange. Not orange. Well, it's just very warm toned. So if you don't like warm toned bronzers, you wouldn't like this. But I feel like this looks very natural on their skin. It looks very sun-kissed, like you just came back from the beach. And normally I'm not one to go for really warm tone bronzers like this, but I really do like it. I am wearing it today. I did put my makeup on probably like 7 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago. I don't know how much of it is still there. A little bit, but not a whole lot. But I do think that this is a nice bronzer. I think it applies nice and evenly. I think it looks good on the skin. You can blend it out pretty well. The wear test, I don't think this is like the most long wearing thing ever, but I feel like this does do a pretty decent job of wearing, and I feel like it's still on my skin right now, and it's been about 7 hours. So not like I've had makeup on for 12 hours, but still, I do think this is a good bronzer for the price. One product I actually did pick up because of the sale was the Dose of Colors lip gloss, and I got the shade Messy Bun. So Jessica Braun talks about their lip glosses, and specifically this color, and how she was raving about it, and I'm like, okay, it's on sale, I want to try it. These smell like cake, but they do, but they're not like delicious smelling, you know? This was $10. I believe it's normally $18. So this is described as a cool tone mauve pink, which is what I would agree with. I'm wearing it today on top of a Milani lipstick. The Milani lipstick I'm wearing is in Rose Femme, which is a very pretty dark shade. And then I just threw this Messy Bun shade, or Messy Bun lip gloss on top. I think it looks really pretty. Pairs well together. I really like these tones, which is more cool tones. I didn't even mention it in my favorites, but I do really like this. I feel like I'm having a hard time with the favorites lately because I haven't been playing with these like on a daily basis, like wearing them every day for school and stuff. But I do really enjoy them, but I just feel like I'm cheating to you guys if I mention a product that I haven't necessarily been wearing all month, but even if I've liked it the few times I've worn it. I didn't mention this in my September favorites, but I definitely could have. And then I also picked up the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. This was only, well, this was $5.99. This wasn't on sale either. This is in the shade Light Beige. I did have the shade Porcelain, and I really liked it so much that I wanted to repurchase it in a little bit of a deeper shade. This is not dark at all. Like, this is still brightening under my eyes pretty much. And I'm pretty tan right now. I love this concealer. Very hydrating. I think it pairs well with a lot of powders. I think it makes your skin, it's good coverage, but it's not like heavy, it's not like cakey, it's not, it doesn't look creepy under the eyes. It looks natural and hydrating. Hydrating is like the key word with this. That's what I love about this. So I think this is a very good concealer. I love it, and I will probably always repurchase it. I believe I'd have to say it's my favorite drugstore concealer. And then the last product I picked up from Ulta is this LA Girl Beauty Brick Blush Palette. This is the Spice one. I talked about this in the Will I Buy It video that I filmed and uploaded a couple weeks ago, probably like a month ago now. This highlighter is not intense at all. I'm wearing it today and I had to wet my brush and I still feel like it's like nothing. So if you want a highlighter that's gonna like give you a punch, then you won't like this. If you want something very natural, you would like it. This bronzer too is very, I mean, it's like a pretty warm tone, but I used it as a contour too. It's kind of red, but I feel like it works. Like it's not like, it like works. I'm wearing it today and I think it looks good. The blushes are very pretty as well. They're super pigmented blushes. I just kind of have been mixing them. It's like a really corally and then like a baby pink. There's a bunch of different shades for these two, but I think this is a nice palette. Do I think the shades in this, I almost said shadows, do I think the powders wear a super long time? No. I've noticed when I wear this, it does wear away. Now, today, right now, I need a bigger mirror. What am I doing with my life? I still can see the contour. Maybe a little blush, and I can see the highlight, but I did wet the highlight, so I think that it'll last about 6 or 7 hours, but like if you're a nurse or you're like, I don't know why I have nurse in my head, but I feel like they work long shifts. So if you are like somebody who has a job that you need your makeup to last like at least 12 plus hours, I don't think this would be the one for you. But if you just want something everyday, natural, that it'll last, it'll look good for a while at least, and I think that this is good natural. They are very pigmented. The bronzer and the blushes are very pigmented. The highlighter is not so much, but they're still really pretty. I don't think that they're the most long-wearing products. They're not my favorite powders at all, but this is not a bad product. So it's kind of a pick or choose. It's like, it's a good everyday product, but it's not necessarily like a 12-hour wearing long product. So that was all that I got from Ulta. Now from Target, so I did mention this in the Wet n Wild video, and I have had this for a while, but I feel like I just haven't really talked about it much because I've been actually playing with it more. And this is the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation in the shade Nude Beige. I really like this so far. I think that it pairs pretty well with my skin. I got into the phase of using it with a brush for some reason, and I liked it. I haven't used this in actually like a week or two, so I will pull it out again, but I think this is good for a natural foundation. This is by no means a super full coverage foundation, maybe light medium coverage. I did do that Wet n Wild video, which I will link down below if you would like to see me applying this product and see how it looks on my skin, which I feel like it does cover up my acne well, and I think it does look very natural. I also picked up this CoverGirl brow pencil, the Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. This is the shade Soft Brown, and I do like this. I mentioned this in my September favorites. I think this wears nicely in my brows. I'm wearing it today. I do like to wear lighter brow shades, like blonde shades, just to make my brows look a little lighter and not so dark and heavy. And this is a thin tip pencil as well. And usually I like the bigger, like the triangle tips, but I can make this one work. Obviously, I purchased it, so I think that this is good. I don't think you need to spend $20-something. I feel like I'm repeating myself for my September favorites. But I don't think you need to spend a bunch of money on like the Anastasia ones, and I think you can find ones at the drugstore that are good. This is a good one. I wouldn't say this one like stands out above them all, but if you've been eyeing it up, I think it's a nice one. I also just want to throw this in here. So Profusion sent me another PR box a couple weeks ago. This is the Pro Pigment palette. I do have the Sienna's palette, which I did like a get ready with me with all the Profusion products that I have, which I can link down below as well. I've talked about a lot of videos. But this is a very pretty palette as well, and I have been playing with it up until school started, but this is very pretty, and I actually threw a couple shades on my eyes today, so I really like this, and I think Profusion did a pretty nice job with these palettes, especially for the price. You cannot beat it. Thank you, Profusion, for sending that over. That was very nice of you. Okay, so those were all of the products I hope. Let me know products that you picked up from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale down in the comments. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I hope you will subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd love to have you stick around, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.